How would you go about selling like your product or service? Some people like to go down the needs-based analysis and kind of go through a particular process around it. Some people like to kind of go through a little bit more casual, like get to know you and then understand your needs through there. So some people kind of go through like more of a clinical route, and then others kind of go through more of a organic kind of conversational route.
It is B2B. And the thing with B2B, before LinkedIn, before we were doing what we were doing, these guys would pretty much rely on word of mouth, referrals, and introduction. So our selling style is defined by relationships. And that is the same thing on LinkedIn. So that's the first and foremost. And often with a lot of these things, it's not a straightforward like an e-com style purchase. You really need to build that trust and that relationship. In terms of our client avatar, we got 3 types of client avatar, and I will adjust my style according to who I'm speaking to. So if you follow like the different personality types and things, I've taken what works offline and I've just converted that same strategy digitally. And it's all based on relationship. It's never okay, so you're my ideal prospect, here's my pitch. It's never going to work like that. It's never that kind of thing. And LinkedIn has changed. Imagine where Facebook was in like 2009 even. So it's almost like people are like, oh my God, LinkedIn, you can find, high quality prospects and B2B leads from LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's like really hungry for video content now. And the thing with that is you can have an influencer and viral presence on LinkedIn organically compared to like where Facebook was.
Do you find though lately the organic kind of reach of certain posts from a LinkedIn perspective has kind of slowed down a little bit because there's just been more people on the platform?
So it's actually been busier and better, but it means you also need to have strategy so you can cut through the white noise. But that's the same. If you had no game, even before COVID, even when there was less people, now that there's more people, you're still going to have no game because the LinkedIn algorithm is very specific. LinkedIn wants people to stay on the platform, and they'll view you as valuable when you create content that is consumed by people that are using the LinkedIn platform. So the minute you're sending them to somewhere else, to a different location, that's considered like taboo. LinkedIn will automatically cap your reach and exposure that way.
Like when it comes to video, is there a sweet spot? Like, is it less than a minute and a half?
In terms of your content, if you're in a growth strategy, that means you're trying to boost up your followers. You want to have slightly generalist content. Don't make the mistake of being too niched in your content. In terms of video, always test it. So definitely under 60 seconds, because the shorter, the snappier, and having a progress bar is important. But sometimes we do up to 2 to 3 minutes. So always test it. But when you start off, go 60 to 90 minutes first as a rule of thumb, and then test other topics. Don't make the number one mistake I see a lot of people make on LinkedIn, which is they focus too heavily on this is what they do, this is how they go about it, this is their features and benefits, and then maybe some social proof.